intelligences, dots of light within the total space of home, source, like the ocean, dots of light, all contained all that home was, heard all that home was, but group here, group there, decided they really wanted to deeply experience one or two specific type vibrations, songs, colors. And so at some point, they extended from home as a collective to experience joy, peace, inner knowing, etc. A bit naive, unprepared. 7 of those created a collective because what happened to them between home, all that is good, and a vibrational space in which the vibrations were becoming so limited and so heavy, option was to do we live or die? What had caused that to happen to them is that there are groups who did the same thing from other places in that greater Laniakea galactic space, who had chosen agendas to use other people's light, other people's creations, to be parasitic by nature. They did a little twigging of their wholeness to twist frequency so they were no longer frequency whole, they were frequency parasitic. The parasites always have to look for more hosts because eventually their host dies. So 7 families found themselves in a situation where they had been damaged, they had been deceived, they had lost sense of who they were. Well, not really who they were, but because they were entrapped, had devices attached, had ownership marks put in them. The collectives of that family, instead of being joy, and were scattered into all kinds of can we survive, because parasitics were using their light. Those 7 families eventually, out of desperation, created a plan, a game. And the game was to quietly, piece by piece, create this collaboration, find a planet in Laniakea that could handle contaminated energy, heavy frequencies, and would allow them to land in order to eliminate the parasitic energies, agendas, devices, and send that energy in all of its forms back to its home of origin, to be extinct, to no longer interfere. So the game plan was find a place that would allow us to come with our contamination, because they were, with our ownership marks, which they had, to restore authority to enough in their group, these star beings, that those in authority were not owned by the parasitics and could then declare their extinction. That was the plan. Game on.